From formation to taxation, covering inflation, temptation, high expectations, and that dreaded stagnation, we bring to you Hip Nation.
So I was taking that business model canvas class that I was telling you girls about, and one of the things that I learned today was that on average, it used to be 5 times more to get a new client than it does to keep have a return client.
Right.
And now that COVID is coming to an end or whatever, now that number is estimated to be more around 7 times.
Is that
more.
right?
7 times more money it costs you to get a new client
Than to retain an existing one. Wow.
Like what?
That's big bucks.
Like I work in the marketing industry and I didn't know those numbers. So
wow.
Thank you, Nicole, for teaching me something new today. But also that seems so staggering to me. Staggering.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, when I look at my breakdown of my radio advertising budget for the year, it's tens of thousands of dollars.
How do you measure that? Like, do you ask people how they heard of you or where they found you?
Every single client that says they're new.
Yeah.
Literally every single client that says they're new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to measure it. That's something that I currently don't do. And I know I need to. I feel like, I don't know, like weird asking.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know
how'd
what?
you hear about me?
And I can understand that struggle and why that would feel weird, but truly nobody's going to have an issue saying to you what brought them through your door.
No, I know they won't.
They
and if
really
somebody
won't.
asks me that, it doesn't
It's not
bother me at all.
self-serving.
It just, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it's self-serving, but it's not.
Eventually. Hey, Jenny, do you ever ask anyone how they found you or how they heard of you? Well, you're like the influencer of the year. So
no, I don't.
She's Penticton famous, don't you know?
She is.
No, sometimes I ask when it comes to my tattooing and stuff like that, and a lot of it is
Do you
Instagram.
really?
Yeah, when I'm doing a tattoo, I'll ask how people, because I don't do a lot of advertising. You wouldn't notice on any of my social media, really, except for on my stories that I post a tattoo here and there that I've done. Some of it though is posted now on Beauty and the Blade, so that's why I ask if people saw it just on Instagram, because I don't advertise anywhere else that I tattoo or do scar camouflage. So,
so everyone knows.
It's literally word of mouth.
Yep.
And some of the stuff that Lucy posts on Beauty and the Blade, she posts like my work, but she's got like a certain pattern that she likes to post on her Instagram. So she'll post like a black and white and then a reel and then like a picture of something. Like she keeps it very organized, which is exact. Yeah, because when people look at your actual Instagram wall, she likes to have it very consistent and patterned.
Right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's very organized.
Yeah, that's a special brain that works that way.
So it's not just looking at it one video at a time. It's when you look at the whole thing.
Holy
She's
smokes.
really good with her social media, and you can actually you can get apps to organize it for you and put things a certain way. So it's only been within the last few months about like when she's added the tattooing that I do. I think they're like black and white videos, so they fit in there somehow. But other than that, it's literally been word of mouth. And I always ask people with the tattoos. With photography, not so much, because I get notifications all the time when people go to my website, where they're from and like how often they're looking. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, did that answer?
Sure. Absolutely.
I wondered with the old imposter syndrome thing if that was something you struggled with asking people.
It is with photography. I don't ask people, but with the tattoos, I do for some reason. Weird. I don't know. It is weird. It is.
But I think because you have a measurable instrument or tool with your website, that makes sense that you wouldn't as actively pursue an answer to that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, what she said.
What she said.
That is what she said.
I'm just saying. It's always a hard question to ask, and I'm still working on the whole reviews thing. Do you ask people to leave a review? Did you guys just talk about that? I was in the bathroom for 5 seconds.
So. We didn't, but that is a really great thing. I do every once in a while remember to ask that, but we should. It is important. Yeah. Because it's that old adage of one bad review will be, touches so many people, whereas one
bad
good,
news travels
blah, blah, it's
faster than
way
good
faster.
news.
It's unfortunate, but true.
I know. It's hard, and I find it really hard because I don't like asking. I'd rather like no news is good news. So I don't like being a pain in the ass or asking somebody just in case they had a 4-star experience instead of a 5. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear it. And I also feel like a pain in the ass. Like you don't, I don't know.
That's the imposter syndrome.
I don't like asking people to like, hey, it's like, do you have any spare change?
Yeah. Hey, pat me on the back, would ya?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't.
No,
like
I get it, but you have to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I definitely do say that I am guilty of that because it truly is a bad on me as a business person and somebody trying to have your business thrive, survive, and really keep going. You really should be asking because let's face it. First of all, I'm distracted. Is that a toy coffin on your table?
It sure
Okay,
is.
going back to my point. Anywho.
That's Kevin
funny.
Smith gifted that to me, and it normally houses a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
as
right
it
now
should.
it's housing what appears to be garbage.
You know what? He gave us one of those when we opened the studio downtown for when we had our grand opening. He brought a tiny coffin with a bottle of Blasted Church wine in there, and it sat on the table surrounded by flowers and and people were coming in and they see like this? 2 lesbians. They probably thought it was our freaking cat, like we were having a funeral for
Oh my god.
That's where my head would automatically go like, what the hell's happening here?
Right?
Funny. Oh
That's
my
exactly
gosh.
what we would do too.
I literally don't even remember what we were talking about. That was so distracting. What were
We were
talking
talking about reviews.
Yeah.
Reviews, yes. It really is so important to have those people because
we look at
reviews. I'm in my 50s. I don't get Facebook as much as younger people do for sure. But as far as I understand it, if somebody goes in and likes a picture or whatever, the people that are their friends that don't follow my page or would never see my page will now see it because they've liked it.
Yeah.
So super important. Why wouldn't I want that? My favorite F word in the world is free. To be honest, why wouldn't I want that free advertising?
Yeah.
If I can get somebody to click like or to give me a review and their friends see, Christina just reviewed, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So important.
It is, yeah.
It
really is.
We have to take advantage.
I prefer Instagram for advertising. I find that I
and
get
that's
way
an
more.
age thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That I need to get more on
it's
top
a
of.
demographic thing too. Your business is geared towards Facebookers. Both of ours are geared toward Instagrammers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Instagram is where, at least in Penticton,
Okay.
Instagram is where the businesses are. Facebook is where the civilians are.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're business to business.
Yes.
Well, for most of your photography is business to business stuff, right? So
corporate stuff, yeah.
That's where you're going to make most of your money on Instagram, talking to businesses.
Yeah. We actually the 3 of us have recently done a promo together.
Yes.
With our Boss Babe giveaway, actually.
Yes,
yeah. It's kind of cool. You guys get to meet each other.
Yeah.
And now
right.
Yeah, because Sarah is doing, with Graphically Hip, she's doing a metal print for our winner. And you donated some gift certificate towards the lingerie. So it's going to be really cool.
That is cool.
I'm really excited.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the woman that won, she's mother of 2.
Yep.
And we're going to get her in probably beginning of July. So
awesome. I can't wait to see that.
I just
That's
gotta
great.
Do this whole wedding shit first.
Yeah,
and then,
still distracting.
Really amazing experience.
Most amazing day of my life. Can't wait.
Don't worry, Lucy. I smacked her.
Yeah, I kicked her.
I wanted to ask you about, I wrote down some questions here, and there was one in particular. Oh, yeah. What is the last thing you've learned on the job?
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a heavy question,
man. Thing I've learned on the job. Well, I'm not BSing you, but I don't think it's going in the direction of your question, but I literally did learn something the other day that I find exciting. When I was just scanning something, I was like, oh, I'm not in the right place. But it actually came up and showed my inventory without doing 6 steps before. So I actually learned something computer-wise, which is always exciting to me. I'm like, look what I did. So that was exciting. But learned, I struggle because everything's always, you're learning with every client. I'm going to break it down that way, your question. Every client that comes in, you are learning about them. Why did they come to see you? What is their stumbling block with their body, their stumbling block with their image, even as simple as their stumbling block with, I just hate wearing bras, but I know I have to wear one because I've got big boobs or my professional career, or I'm a teacher, get a lot of teachers, and I have to be concealed, whatever.
Right.
And learning what a client's true need is when they come in is our biggest learning thing every day.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really
broken
cool.
down individually.
I know recently a friend of mine came to see you who's trans,
Okay.
and she would be okay with us discussing this.
Okay.
We won't mention names or anything like that, but she was super excited for the fact that like she's been going through her hormone therapy and stuff like that, and finally is able to wear a bra, which is huge.
Yeah,
for
that's
her.
great.
Yeah, and so you probably know who she is. She's
Honestly, I have a lot of trans clients.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Do
I
you?
do.
Yeah. So that's
I
a
would
huge
struggle
learning
to know
thing,
who
right?
that was because I
Really?
have a lot, and I'm so pleased to be able to say that.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's so
Absolutely.
cool. I know she posts a lot on Facebook and social media, her experience, and she's a C cup finally, and
Yay.
she was really stoked about it, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her and the fact that
Yes.
she's put it out there, and she gave Peaches a huge shout out for
That's so nice.
making her feel like a woman.
Good.
Just like a woman and a confident woman.
Good.
And finally, like, she had boobs. I mean, that's a huge thing, right?
That's
Like me getting up in the
amazing.
morning and putting a hat on. You just putting something on that makes you feel comfortable
Right.
and good about yourself. Like
Right.
that's just, you gave her that experience.
Oh,
and
thank you for sharing
she was
that.
able to come in there without judgment. It was probably
Absolutely.
nerve-wracking as fuck for her.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As somebody, and that's a thing, is somebody can say, yeah, I really have nothing for you.
Yeah. And I'm
I
sure
really
she was
don't know
really
how
worried
to
about
fit
that.
you. All those things. Yeah. And
Big
I
mistake.
actually, big
Huge. Huge.
I'm actually kind of happy that I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I think that gives a little valid backup to we have other trans clients.
That's so cool.
It's another client walking in the door. I'm not like, oh, that person's extra special because they're trans. No, that is just a person coming in
Who's
that
got
I am
boobs.
grateful has walked through the door,
Yeah.
and I'm going to help you to the best of my damn ability
That's
today.
so cool.
That's it.
That's freaking
Sorry,
awesome.
I am
It's
bouncing
okay.
on the table.
It's okay.
With
I
her
was
hands.
just gonna say,
She's got a good bra.
Boobs,
She's got a good supported.
You should lean into that a little bit.
My boobs? Oh, sorry.
Mike? Towards me? What are you doing here?
The trans clients,
Yeah.
because there probably are more and just don't know that you even exist. or
Absolutely.
You're very fairly well known in town, but
Penticton famous.
you are.
She is Penticton famous.
But like for somebody especially who is transitioning, who doesn't necessarily or hasn't always paid attention to that whole world.
Absolutely.
Would probably love nothing more than to just go
Yes.
from like ugly training bra
Sure.
Yeah.
to like
something.
sexy training
Like,
bra.
oh, I
You
don't have
bet.
to shop at Walmart?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, it's true.
So like maybe like a no judgment campaign or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, it's Pride Month.
Damn.
June is Pride Month. so
exactly.
it's worth getting the
beauty.
word out there a little bit. Just do something on, if you do a social media post, I'll definitely
Yeah.
share that. Like,
I
Yeah.
would love that. For sure. We want everybody to know on both sides of that fence. Somebody, it can be somebody transitioning and she's coming in going, listen, I don't know a lot about bras, or I've been wearing crap or whatever. Please help me. To just, and I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't know the right words to use, so I'm just going to speak freely, and I will take any feedback on using the right words or not the right words.
Yep.
And it couldn't just be as simple as a man who likes to wear women's lingerie.
Yeah.
I absolutely have those clients as
you?
well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can think of a half a dozen right now.
That's awesome.
And exactly. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Again, what I say to my staff, every once in a while, because my staff goes from 20-something to 70-something.
Yeah.
Very, very conscious decision to have every decade of age represented as my employees. Because just like we touched on earlier, as a 52-year-old woman, I don't want a 20-something-year-old fitting me.
right.
And I know my client that's
So you have
walking
a
through
variety
the
of
door.
staff that-
Absolutely. I
yeah.
have somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Nice.
Every single decade.
Yeah.
So it's hugely important for everybody to come in and feel comfortable. And I think that man that's walking in the door going, I'm not a cross-dresser
No.
in public.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing women's clothing in public, but I do like the feeling of a woman's bra.
Right.
Wow.
That's cool.
And I just either want to wear it under my man's clothing,
Yeah.
or I want to wear it at home for myself, or
Yeah.
I want to wear it with my partner.
Yeah. It's a safe space.
Exactly.
That's
there
huge.
is no
That's-
judgment.
yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to me.
Yeah.
I am going to do my best to help you.
That's freaking awesome. I
Yeah.
fucking love you more
Like,
than I
yeah.
thought I would. Jesus, I thought more than I
Impossible.
thought was possible. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That just touches
I mean,
my
it's
heart. I love
just-
that.
Come on in.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So cool.
I am going to come on in.
Yay. I can't wait.
Do you
I
want?
can't
Do you
believe I
want me to
haven't
come
yet.
and help you?
You know what? It probably. No, Uncle Jenny, I can do this on my own.
Yeah,
but
she
I think
feels
I
like
always
a-
have had that like mentality, like, oh, they won't have anything for me.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to hear you say that. because now I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Now I
and
know.
swimwear too. It's the same beast, different floor. Peaches lingerie, peaches on beaches.
I am
You
like
can
a
take your
weirdo
beaches
and
wherever you're going to go.
I just like everything in black.
Yeah.
I'll admit it.
I've got black.
I do
I've
too.
got you.
Like black is obviously
Yeah.
my favorite, but
Yeah. Black is once you go black, you never go back.
So they say.
I wouldn't know.
I will remind you, brown don't frown.
True. Oh shit, there's so many gooders.
You know, I've been tanning because I'm obviously getting ready for this big event in my life. And my brown, I've got that smiley face just under the bum cheeks there. And
yes.
that does not tan.
Yes.
You have to do those weird positions in the tanning booth where you like bend forward and
Are you
Yeah.
spray tanning or stand up tanning?
stand up tanning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get them sprayed.
Yeah. Or it doesn't really matter. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
Lucy's
true.
the only one who's going to
Yeah,
see
I was going
it,
to say,
right?
you're not bending over smiling for very
no,
many people.
I'm not.
You'll
I
be
don't even
fine.
bend over for her. Like, let's be honest here.
Really? I think you need to bend over for Lucy. She's the boss.
Yeah, she is. She is. So, what did I wanted to talk about what's next? What are you going to do next?
Got any big things coming up?
Any big plans?
You know,
You going to bring in any more, like, because you've got, I mean, we've talked about the lingerie and the undergarments and the shapewear and the sacks and the men's underwear and the sex toys and bathing suits and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my, like what else could you possibly do? What's on your radar? Anything?
honestly, I just want to keep doing the same thing of what we are doing.
Yeah.
Because
not
as
broken.
it's fashion is always morphing. So even though it's like, well, I'm not deviating from my bras and my lingerie, we are deviating simply
Right.
because every single day we get new stock in.
Right.
Our store is so flipping full. It's incredible upstairs and downstairs. Because you just are always getting new stock. So
Yeah.
it's not that we're not changing, because we are. Fashion in itself changes
Right.
on the season.
So 11 years ago when you started, what do you think some of the biggest changes are in the fashion? Like what have you seen? Like do you go from like full bum to like thong to
It
like
is
high waisted to
You have hit it exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
We've gone from full bum
Listen to me,
you are fashionista for sure. Full bum, little bit of thongs.
Yeah.
To majority of thongs and full bum. Oh, granny, I wouldn't wear those.
Yeah.
To back to full bum, but retro waisted.
Yeah.
So everything full, high waisted, and that is even carrying forward in the bathing suits.
Yeah.
For example, I had a young woman trying on a bathing suit last week, and it was what we call a brief bottom. So a brief bottom is typically just a mostly full bottom. It's not full, but it's full and maybe just a little bit lower on the front, but definitely not low. But she had that bathing suit bottom just hiked up her butt so that the top of the back was way up around her waist, because
Right.
that's the look right now. So I'm like,
Right.
note to self.
Yeah.
Unless she's going to buy that is just nasty.
Yeah.
So I need to go and look for
Right.
kind of a cheeky bottom, but with a super high waist on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really kind of has
Yeah,
taken
history
this
repeats
cycle.
itself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely out 11 years ago, and
Yeah.
it's right back in again.
Really, hey?
Yeah. And I hazard a guess that we're going to go back to, in a couple of seasons, back to full bottoms again.
Right.
Yep. And
T-shirts?
then
What about t-shirts?
T-shirt bras or t-shirts?
T-shirts
I
over
just-
the bathing suit because
Under the bathing
when I was
suit.
like
Under the bathing suit,
16, I
wow.
remember
Yeah.
wearing a T-shirt over
Over
my
the bathing
bathing
suit,
suit,
yeah.
and like now I should be doing that. For
Yeah,
Christ's
no,
sake.
when you were
Like,
16. If we knew at 16 how amazing our bodies
Exactly.
were,
Right?
if we only knew.
God.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And so now that is why I say, look at my body.
Yeah.
Ladies, look at my shape. I don't care, nor should you.
Exactly.
I love my body.
Yeah.
My significant other loves my body. And if you don't love my body, look away.
Don't look.
That's it. That is bottom line. I am not going to wear a t-shirt for you or anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear what I want to wear that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
hard to tell a teenager that.
Oh,
though,
it's
right?
true.
Just
It
too
is
much
hard.
peer pressure.
Yeah. But when I will say when they come in and they get fitted in our swimsuits, they are like, I just can't. And mostly it's gals with really big boobs, right? And so they're just like, I just can't believe you had a bikini that is cute and that is colorful and that I feel like a 17-year-old in. This
That's
is
crazy.
amazing.
It's just, it blows me away that like with everything that their boobs are so much bigger now. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, they had to wear these big granny suits because nothing could cover them. Or what they were wearing was not covering. And their parents are like, no, you're not wearing that in the boat with all of our friends. You're not going to so-and-so's pool party wearing that. You're certainly not wandering around the beach wearing that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It doesn't fit.
Right.
So it's so great when they do come in and it does fit and they feel great and they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And my sign in my swim store does say, our swimsuit trauma team would be delighted to assist you because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Typically, you're coming and you are traumatized. You're just like, I have been to Walmart. I have been to here. I have been to there.
Yeah.
Nobody has anything my size. I feel like a freak.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, well, come with me, little freaky deaky. I've got 20 things that are going to fit you
I
great.
love you so much.
You too. You're very inspiring.
You really are.
Oh, thank you.
Frick, that's so cool. I'm so glad that we got to have you today because it's just, I've learned so much more about you and you're more than just
Pretty face? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, pretty
I thought
face.
so.
And just like this boss bitch who's got a great business downtown, who's obviously successful for a reason, but like, it's not just one reason. There's so many reasons that contribute to your success and why like in such a niche market, you're still thriving
Thank you.
you're doing things a little bit, you're doing things differently. Like you definitely are, like radio or, you know, the niche market and stuff, you know, and just that personal experience. I think that's what it all boils down to with you is just that every single person is a person to you.
100%.
Yeah.
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 And I never, ever want to lose sight of that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
May I ask, what age demographic are your radio listeners who find you?
You know, it's interesting because like morphing with the different things that we were just talking about, the radio has also morphed to follow their demographic and who's tuning in, and who is listening. And so, for example, Move Radio has just started to play more oldies. So when I say oldies, that's so terrible because it's my music.
I love when they changed though.
Right?
I love
They
when they
did.
changed from Sun to Move because I thought it was way better.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because the people that were listening to the previous station were really the 16 to maybe mid 20s.
Yeah.
But I still use that venue to advertise my entire length of my business because I was still bringing people in. But now that they've moved to that, I think the audience with the money that's going to come in and more importantly bring their daughters in as well. We've got multi-generational clients.
That's awesome.
Which is so amazing.
Yeah.
I literally now, after having the store for 11 years, am getting gals that have been coming to me since they were 16. They're now 27.
Yeah.
And they're like, I've had a baby. I need a nursing bra.
Oh,
This is so exciting. And, you know, their little girl, hopefully I'm still going to be in business in 10, 15, 20 years. Or whoever buys my business when I retire.
Yeah.
And they'll be servicing those same clients. This is where my mom used to shop for her bra.
Yeah.
And that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so great.
So that's what your plan is to one day be able to sell the business successfully.
I mean, I have 3 sons and we're raising our niece. And I'm like, boys, you got to marry a girl that wants to take over my bra empire, and that has not happened.
Al, and I could just imagine him in there.
Oh, Al. He's funny as hell. There's
Him and I used to play ball
doubt about-
together.
Really?
So,
oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah, damn it. Nobody's married a girl that wants to take over my bra empire. And our gal Abby is off trying to be a teacher. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so hope to eventually sell it. But who knows
And then
how
what are you
long I'm
gonna do?
work.
What do you, like-
Just travel the world, baby.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's
Keep
your favorite
traveling.
place to travel?
If I have a favorite place, you're like, you can only go one place that you can go back to right now to visit Croatia.
Oh, really?
Croatia's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Cool.
Where is Croatia?
It's like Italy area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It was just the beaches were really amazing and clean and gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Croatia is still old country.
Yeah.
Like when you hear old country Italy, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
every major city is a tourist bomb. And you go to Croatia and it's still all small little villages.
It's so crazy to me that like that's where you go to vacation, because Lucy, obviously being from England, she used to vacation in places like Croatia and Turkey.
Yeah.
And to me, that just all sounds so foreign. But for her, us going to Mexico or Hawaii
is weird.
Is weird,
Yeah.
right? Like it's crazy. So that's really interesting, because
Yeah.
we talked about going either there
how
or to
about
Italy.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
Croatia Italian food?
No, it's Croatian food.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a whole different country, and they have their own spin on it. Now, is it kind of that whole Mediterranean flair of food? Yes. So you're still going to have a lot of seafood, a lot of tomatoes and garlic, and it's not quite as flavorful in my opinion as Italian food, but it's still lovely.
have you been to Italy?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just been everywhere?
Yeah, I've been to 27 countries.
What the fuck? Oh my god! See,
I mean-
another reason why I freaking love you so much.
I'm a first generation Canadian.
Right.
Proud to say that.
Yeah.
Both of my parents are immigrants. My
Okay.
mom is born and raised in Amsterdam.
Okay.
My father is born and raised in Malaysia.
Okay.
My mom, you would never know is my mom. Blonde hair, blue eyes, very fair.
Yeah.
And my dad is dark, so that's why I'm dark.
That's why you're dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Brown
like
don't
caramel.
Thank you.
Even your hair
Or
is
as my husband
caramelly.
calls me, brown sugar.
Yes.
Aw,
Oh god, I just love
I
that.
love it.
That's so awesome.
But yeah, so with my parents being immigrants and, super hardworking people, that's where I got my entrepreneurial spirit from. Absolutely, it's from my parents. They always were self-employed and trying to do better and teach us and that type of thing. So yeah, it's,
what kind of businesses did they have?
they had produce stores.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
How did they meet?
They met on a blind date in Vancouver, got set up.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Malaysian and what
And
did you-
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh
That's
my
an
god.
odd.
It's a very it's a very different
strange
yeah,
combination.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
But cool.
This is
My
so
mom
cool.
was always asked, because I have 4 full sisters and I have a half sister and 2 half brothers. And of my full sister, she'd be walking down the street, this very white European woman with these 4 little brown girls, and are your children adopted?
Yeah.
Did you adopt all? And she's like, no. What are you talking about? These are all my children. This thick
bet.
Dutch accent,
God.
and indignant and insulted that these brown children could not be hers. And she's so funny.
And then your dad being Asian. Like
Yeah, he's like, we all looked like his.
I would just love to be at the dinner table with all of you guys and like
It
all
was
the
loud.
conversation. It's
I
fine.
always joke, like with having immigrant parents and so many kids. So there were 7 of us kids. We had no choice but to fight for survival, fight for food, fight for
What good food,
everything.
though.
Oh, terrific food!
Right? Fusion,
Absolutely.
confusion, like,
my
holy
fusion
fuck.
confusion.
Yeah.
That is exactly right. Oh my gosh,
shit, that's awesome.
And then I'm a middle child, so that says a lot. You know why I'm loud? I'm
You're
just
fighting
like,
for attention. Here I am.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Let me see your tits.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's what I say.
Every day.
So besides, dreaming up big business ideas and feeling up people's junk, what do you do in your spare time?
What do I do? I love to travel.
Besides having my dream job.
Clearly, I love to travel. That's a big thing for me. Obviously, the last 2 years, not so much. But thankfully, my husband also feels that way. Like we love God's green earth. We are all about getting out there, traveling, seeing the people, and just having a great time. Like that's my number one passion. And of course, my family. I love my fam jam.
Yeah. How did you meet your husband?
I met him when I first moved here 32 years ago, and he was on his first marriage. I was on my first marriage, and in Penticton 32 years ago, the joke was you are newlywed or nearly dead.
Right.
And all of us I was 20, so all of us in our little low 20s, we all mostly hung out. There was not a big community of that demographic.
Right.
So we all played ball or soccer or whatever.
Oh, God.
And sort of everybody knew everybody. So,
It just progressed from
yeah,
there.
and then our kids went to school together, and
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Penticton love story.
Penticton love story. He is my love story. I will say
Oh
that.
my gosh, you're so adorable.
I know.
I know. I'm almost blushing.
I know.
But I do. I love my husband so
Can't
much.
tell.
Yeah. We've been together for 20 years. It's been a great ride.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got to meet this guy. God, we got to have you over. Like, you got to
would
come
love
hang
it.
out.
Yeah. He's the best.
You got to come
Come on,
hang.
we raised Al. Crazy Al.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I
we
can
gotta
only
be a little bit
imagine
cool.
what Dad's like. And, oh, God. Oh, he's just crazy, that Al.
Tell me something. Do you have any 5 and 10 year goals?
Do
with
I
the
have
business?
5 and 10 year goals with my business? I mean, there's always the banker brain side of me that definitely has my financial goals.
Yeah.
Those translate in this sort of slippery slope down to micro goals of paying my people well, keeping people there, keeping everybody employed, riding out the winters. Like the financial goals will always be supporting all of those little micro goals. Yeah, I haven't broken them down beyond that.
Yep.
I just want to be
Those are
here.
great
I want to
goals.
be relevant, and I want to continue being, honestly, just people's first thought. Where should we go? Where should we go? This is where you should go.
Do you think that you'll always need to be hands-on, or would you be okay with leaving the reins in someone else's hands while you go travel, but still having the business? Or when you're done, you'll be done? Like, would you rather just hand the business, like sell the business, or would you be okay with handing it off to somebody else and micromanaging them a little bit,
Yeah.
but still being able to travel? Like, could you
I can
let go of
honestly
that?
tell you, I literally almost have tears right here in the back of my eyeballs at the mere thought of walking away from my business.
Right.
That is an impossible thought to me.
Okay.
If for whatever reason, let's say 10 years down the road, I'm 62 years old and I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to do the books anymore. I do everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Do you?
everything
Holy
with my
shit.
business. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
And if I ever sell it, I could never completely walk away. My ideal world is I continue to have amazing people working with me, and I have more people working with me, and we just sort of have lots of staff. Everybody's happy, everybody's there, and I'm able to just scale it back a little bit,
Right,
knowing that
okay.
my people are amazing.
Yeah.
If I didn't feel like my people were amazing, I would be on the floor 100% of the time.
Right,
But I
okay.
truly trust my staff. They
Cool.
are great people.
That's kind of what I was asking in a roundabout way. It's just
Yeah.
like, could you let go of some of it and still have
Yeah.
it?
As time goes on, I'll want to, have my time with my husband and my travel and this, but I will always come back to it.
Yeah.
The majority of my life will still be at Peaches.
When you said
There's
nobody
no
really
doubt.
retires, like even you, even
me,
you,
I
will
can
not.
say that is the truth. I mean, even when you go on vacation now,
Yeah.
hey, Jason will tell you straight up.
Yeah.
You could ask him this one question.
Yeah.
What is Chris doing 2 days before you get home?
Yeah.
And he's like daydreaming about being back at work.
No shit.
100%. I'll just be sitting there quietly and smiling. He's like, "You're thinking about work, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. I can't wait to see who's been in, what they bought, if new stock has come in, and if the girls are happy, and if we've had some amazing people walk in, and how happy our clients were, and I want to hear the good stories."
That's so
like,
cool.
I'm just almost giddy about getting back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
so crazy.
truly,
That's
it is
exactly
my
how
heart and
Lucy
soul.
was too. After
Yeah.
Christmas, she
That's
was
so
when she was off for
great.
3 weeks. She was like, couldn't wait to get back to it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is so cool.
That is really cool.
Love it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Wow.
You're adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are.
Thank you.
You just exude confidence and bubbles and yeah.
just life, I
Yeah,
think. Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
what everybody wants,
Yeah, I
out of
appreciate that,
being
you
a
guys.
business owner, somebody who just takes so much pride in it and gets so much joy from
I
owning
do.
a business, because there's obviously days where like you're just like, you do get bogged down, but like the be all and end all is the fact that we're all working for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate goal, is
That's the
making
truth.
money for ourselves, not
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yep.
And what you put into it is what you're
For
going to get
sure.
out of it. And I think that you are a perfect example of that, because you put so much of you into your business, and it is paying you back like tenfold.
Yeah.
I think that's what they say, tenfold.
They
or
do say
something
that,
like
and I feel it, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
I will
But that's
always say I'm
you.
grateful.
That's your hard work, and that's a
you.
lesson to everybody, I think, and that's the reason why we do this, is
Yep.
so that people can see what works and what doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can't wait to come and see your store and
Yay.
just like
I'll come with
I
you.
have a feeling that I'm just gonna see like everywhere I look, I'll be like, oh, that's just so Christina.
I want to go with you not
let's
just
do
to
it.
get a look at like your tits. Like I won't even come there with you. I just want to go with you so you can experience it when you go in.
Yeah,
it is an
let's do
entire experience.
Yeah.
When you go in,
It is
like,
fun
it is.
seeing somebody come into the store for the first time.
Yeah.
I get absolute joy out of people walking in that are from big cities. And they're like, oh my gosh, I cannot, this is amazing.
Yeah.
They are always saying that. This is amazing. I cannot believe this.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, confidently, that you are going to have that reaction. And I'm so proud of
You have
that.
built a brand.
Thank you.
Big time.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the definition of a brand right
Nice.
there. That's what I do every day is build brands for
That's
people, and
amazing. I appreciate
You've
hearing
done that
that.
on your own.
Yay!
Yeah. Before building a brand was a thing. You know what I mean? Like you were the original brand builder.
Wow.
The OG right here. I said it.
The OG. I like it.
Or the
OG cup.
OG. Oh, there you go. OG cup.
OG cup.
OG cup.
Original gangster cup.
I'll stop there. I have more, but we don't need any more G jokes.
Nope.
If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Happy.
Oh,
Fucking didn't even think about it.
Full head to
Not
toe
even
chills.
hesitate.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Now, I know people don't believe this, but and I'm not touching on the whole depression or the whatever issue because I've been through that. I've had a baby. I've been through postpartum. I've been through family issue. I have family with depression, and I've had depression.
Been a business owner.
But hello. But I wake up every day and I choose to be happy, and it makes a big difference in my life.
Good for you. That's freaking cool. I love how it was like psh, happy.
When you say you choose to be happy, what does that entail? Are there active things? Are you doing I am statements? Are you doing yoga, meditation? Like, what are you doing to choose that?
Yeah, there are so many things that I can be doing and I try to do. Like, I'm a big believer in Pilates. Shout out to Proactive Pilates.
Nice.
I totally love doing those things for myself, but I think everything for me, and I can only speak about me, is making that conscious decision to wake up and go, it is going to be a great day. And I do think that in my mind. I'm brushing my teeth, washing. It's going to be a great day. I choose to be excited to go into work. I choose to be excited to embrace everybody that walks in the door today and to make their day as great as I'm trying to make mine.
Damn.
Cool.
That's it.
I love it.
And we get
all learn a lesson
we get
from
grumpy ones in. And another saying that again, Jason will say, "This is Chris. He knows what to say," and my staff now says it too. Is if somebody comes in, they're difficult, and they just because they're traumatized from the situation that they've been through, whether it's getting a fitting or oh my god, I just felt like shit when I came out of that store. Is I kill them with kindness. They're going to come in grumpy as hell with me. I'm not going to grump back. I'm going to kill you with kindness. And 9 times out of 10, and it breaks my heart when I don't succeed for that 1 time out of 10, but 9 times out of 10, they will leave and practically give me a hug. Thank you so much. Thank you for changing this experience for me. Thank you for changing how I feel about this and my bra and my body and my everything. Thank you.
You really are like just turning frowns upside down.
I really am.
Hey, brown don't frown.
Brown don't frown, baby.
Can I please tattoo that on you? I kind of want to tattoo that like somewhere tiny on myself a little bit. Like,
I kind of want that tattoo now.
I'm gonna do like dub CD. Like what would Christina do? Like on across my foot or something weird. What would Christina do?
We should all do that,
right?
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
I know someone who could tattoo
That's so
it.
funny you say that because Alex's wife Ryan literally types that to me. WWCD. What would Christina do?
Yeah.
Oh my
She literally
gosh.
does.
Well, there you
I
go.
love that.
Everybody in
That's
Penticton,
amazing.
get your dub CD tats
And shirts.
and shirts.
And
Hey.
shirts.
I know somebody who can do the tattoos and the shirts. Shameless plug.
Shameless. Love it.
That's so cool, though. Like, honestly, if I'm having a bad day, I'm just going to go
Just come on for a visit.
channel your inner Christina right now.
Yes.
Frick.
Please
or
do.
come see you.
Come
visit
see
you.
me.
Just come hang out, get some shapewear.
All
Yep.
right, when are we going to see her?
You tell me.
Well, you got a wedding coming up. I don't want to bog down your schedule.
I would make time because right now all I need is some Christina in my life. Not to say that I'm not excited about this wedding.
That makes me happy.
I was really excited about today just because you just need those days, right?
That's so nice.
Just, yeah. Yep.
I always get excited about Jenny Day too, and Lucy Day.
Yeah.
I always hope Jenny's there when I go to get my waxing, oddly enough, because she's there laughing terribly at my pain.
Since you brought it up, I didn't want to bring it up because
I go in full on, hey, I'm an Indian woman. Come on, of course I'm going for waxing.
That was how we first met was Lucy had you. I think she had you at the end of the day to do your sugaring. And I've been sugared by Lucy 4 times and I've walked away after 3 strips because I can't handle pain. And so it was nice to hear somebody dying in a similar situation.
Screaming for sweet baby Jesus to take me away.
Oh my gosh.
The way that you were just like the things you were saying, I was like, this chick, and I didn't want to say earlier how I recognized your voice. When I heard you behind the screen getting sugar, and I went, I think that's the chick from the radio.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, Lucy, you're sugaring somebody Penticton and famous right now. I know her voice.
That's awesome.
I knew you were from the radio, and I didn't want to say it, but
that makes me happy.
Good. But like, you're a trooper because you have come back.
I do,
which is huge.
I have standing appointments.
But you've gotten quieter and quieter throughout your sugaring appointments.
Because she speaks the truth. You have your standing appointments. You go. Your life will be easier every time, and it is.
It does. She's
a true professional.
Yeah, she really is. She totally is. She's such a professional. I feel like with me, she goes a little harder and there's a little bit less empathy. I always tell her she's got the touch of a Russian midwife when it comes to me. But like when you've gotten quieter and quieter, and there's so many other clients, I'm starting to see that like this sugaring thing.
It's true.
It does get easier.
It does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does get easier.
I'm going to trust you because I feel like I can trust you.
You can trust me.
I can trust you more than Lucy. She goes, it gets easier. Quit being such a little bitch. But like you say it nicely.
No, it does. She is a professional.
Yeah, but I just love it. Like I didn't know who you were when you walked in, but when you laid down
and started screaming like a baby, begging for mercy.
I know her. I know that voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I was wondering where was I that you heard my voice and thought that? That's funny. I was in the throes of pain. Begging for mercy.
Do you know what I hate when I'm there for a Lucy appointment and Jenny's busy with someone else?
Yeah.
Because then Jenny can't join in on our laughs.
Yes.
Or vice versa when I'm tattooing a greasy meatloaf on your leg.
Yeah.
And Lucy's busy being professional and we can't get into like the really fun shit that we want to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
It crushes me.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you guys just book my appointments so that I'm the only one there?
I need a private appointment.
I know. And then the other spouse just hangs out like they don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
This is about
we see each other's schedules and we do sometimes book around each other's schedules to make sure. So like not a lot of times I'm doing a tattoo when you're in there. I'm just in there editing or being like Lucy's personal ass at the front desk. And so I get to hang or listen to just this.
Yeah.
But like, the screaming has gotten a lot less. Like you're a champ.
Yeah. I like
this is funny because I remember the first time I was in that studio, the new studio. I think it was.
I was tattooing you.
Oh, it was for you. It was with you.
I think I was tattooing your neck.
Yes.
Wasn't I? Your Justin Bieber tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you both told me the story about one of the ladies that comes in and like screams in pain.
There's another one.
Oh, it might not have been.
She's
because you never say any names.
No,
but you have
but there is another one who was even louder than you.
Was I really that loud?
No, you weren't compared to this other one. And now that other one, actually, she started using numbing cream before she came in. Yeah, and so she was using the numbing cream, which is my next go-to. I might give it a 5th try.
Yeah,
with numbing cream because I get some good stuff from China. That I might give a try.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You would know. The only time I've ever used Emma
every
was
time
getting
she's tried to sugar me and do my Brazilian, I end up in the shower rocking and like sucking my thumb because and like crying and we're in a fight. Like that's the only time we get into like a real
craziness.
Big fight.
Because even in my experience, even in my first couple times, which it was the hardest the first couple times, it only hurt in that moment.
Does she put her
But
hand
then
on
it's
you after
literally
and is
over.
like okay,
I think
and
she
now we'll go on to
distracts
the next
you
one.
because Lucy, I love you, but she puts her hand on you, but then pokes you somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's a thing she does. She puts her hand on you and pokes you somewhere else. I'm like, stop giving me another bruise on my leg
you're
while
giving all her
ripping my
secrets away.
punani to shreds. Like, settle that down. I don't need 2 spots hurting.
Yeah, she is good at that. She does my legs. The legs I can handle.
Yeah.
It's just we just fight when she does my punani.
Yes.
Punani, oh my gosh.
She's done my legs, and she'll flip me over and do the back of my legs.
Yeah.
And then she thinks it's funny to quickly throw some sugar up in some spots.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, I have to get it now.
It has to come off.
It has to come off now. So then she has to grip it and rip it. And that's when I'm like, I didn't ask for that. That was hashtag me too. Nobody wanted that. It still counts. And then, it does grow back quite smooth though.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot less in
It's
some
true.
spots. I'm very patchy now.
Yeah.
Thanks to her.
Yeah. No, I now must go.
Yeah.
Because I am extremely patchy now.
I know. And she'll give you shit if you wait too long.
Oh, it's true.
Right?
No, she'll just inflict pain.
Yeah, it does hurt
Why
more
are
if
you-
you
why
leave
are
it
you
for too
crying
long.
that it hurts?
It's got to
You're
be
the
like
one that didn't
a
book.
third of an inch or something weird. There's a secret spot that you have to get to a certain growth where it doesn't hurt as bad, and then it doesn't grow back as much.
Yeah.
Like there's a science.
I made the mistake of shaving in between appointments once.
Oh, did you feel the wrath of Lucy?
Oh, it was a wrath.
Oh yeah.
It was a wrath.
Yep.
Like, I don't feel like you told me this.
Yeah. Give her shit. It's her fault. Every time.
I'm sure she did, and I just
Not a
wasn't
communicator. There's a language barrier.
As if Lucy's such a professional.
She's amazing. I can't.
She makes you sign like 10 different things and gives you handouts and shit and aftercare packages.
If you can't read, it's not my problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, she's great.
Oh, good.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
I do.
So when she did my brows for me, okay, I'm gonna back it up. I know we're not supposed to be talking about Lucy, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I had sent her a TikTok video of a brow tech, just like Lucy. Can I call her that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'm doing it. And who must have had like a friend on her table doing her brows.
Oh.
And then put a whole bunch of like black makeup on her eyebrows so that when she sat up and looked in the mirror, she was like...
You just do a mask of the...
I've seen this.
Yeah. So she did that. I sent her
did it
this
to
video
Lucy.
and I'm like, this is hilarious. And she's like, haha, I'm going to do that to you. But I'm like, okay, but I'm in on it. I sent it to you, so
She
you won't
would
get
never.
me. She did. She did it to me.
And you were like,
and for a split second, I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, you bitch. And she recorded the whole thing. And we were just laughing. And
You thought that she had given you big
just for a
freaking...
very quick second. I was like, oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
But she didn't allude that she was going to do it on the day of the appointment. She
No.
was just like wiping.
Oh, you're marrying
and
a
doing the
sneaky woman.
things
Oh
and-
God, our biggest goal in life is to fuck with each other all the time. And we
Yeah.
have a rule in our house. If you do it, you have to videotape it. Otherwise the other person can get really mad.
Yeah.
So she just did to me, she put that sad face on me while I was cutting out labels and shit.
I was
Did you
crying.
see that?
I
what a-
literally
it was so
commented
good.
on it. I'm like,
What
this is
a
the funniest
dick.
thing I've ever seen.
We have some videos on YouTube from back in the day when we used to mess with each other, and we would just try to ruin each other's lives.
Oh my gosh.
It's so much fun. It's
a healthy
so awesome.
relationship.
It is,
I
right?
like
You got to
it.
be able to laugh.
Yep. If you
together.
can't laugh,
I used to set the Google because it recognizes voices, and so she had set an alarm one time for 5 p.m. and then after that I would set it every single day for 5 p.m. and she couldn't get it to shut off. So every day at 5 p.m. it would go off and I would record her, and this is on YouTube of me like every day she's getting mad and she starts thinking it's personal, and she starts thinking it's because she's English and it doesn't like recognize her accent, and like she's doing her makeup and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like she gets legit pissed off and then she figures out that it's me and she just loses her shit.
Oh my
But it went
God.
on for about a week. Every day at 5 p.m. this alarm was going off, and it would just keep going off. She'd ask it to stop, but it didn't recognize her voice. So 5 minutes later later, it would go back off again. And she was getting more and more pissed off. And it was perfect.
Trouble.
It is.
Oh
it's
my
what
gosh, that's
keeps
so
the relationship
genius.
alive, you know?
Spicy.
Yeah. Spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
I freaking love that word. I've been using that word a lot lately. Spicy. I even wrote it down somewhere.
Spicy is a good word.
It is.
All right. Well, we've done almost 2 hours.
Wow.
If you can believe that.
I can't.
I know. It flies by.
Crazy.
Do you have a... I know you don't read. Oh, I put 1414 book recommendation. How about a movie or a TV show? What are you watching right now? Or
What
what's
are
your
we
favorite?
watching right now? Oh, I don't have a favorite. I'm honestly so eclectic in my taste. I watch everything from...
Baywatch.
Okay, I didn't watch Baywatch. I have to be honest. I'm done with the bouncing boobs. Gosh, nail that down. I don't know. I mean, from old school Sons of Anarchy to
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
my
like
God.
I could recite that entire series word for word.
Yeah.
Loved
I've watched it with 3 different girlfriends
Yeah,
now.
I loved it. It was amazing. To Downton
Forever,
Abbey, like
right?
total opposite ends of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
I can appreciate every genre of everything.
Wow. Just all over the place.
I am.
Yeah. Do you watch like shitty reality TV at all?
I do.
Do you? Okay,
I
what are you
do.
watching? Because I love it. I don't really tell a lot of people how much I watch it.
Oh my gosh, I do. Like every bachelor or bachelorette
Yes.
that ever comes
Oh
on.
God,
and
Lucy and I love that
Every
shit.
character has their own name.
Yeah.
So as soon as we see them, like I can't even tell you the names because people are gonna be like, she's not the nice girl she said she was. But that's my downtime.
Yeah.
That's my downtime.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely all the Bachelor and
Bachelor in
Bachelorette
Paradise
series.
is going to be this summer, right?
Remember when Bachelor something island at the beginning? It was on an island.
Right.
It wasn't Bachelor in Paradise. The very first time that, well, I call it Herpes Island.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest,
It was flying.
shit was flying. There was some penicillin needed in every shot glass.
Wow.
And
awesome.
Yep. And I really love the oh gosh, I'm having a little brain fart. I think my brain is tired now. Where not Married at First Sight, but the other ones, the engaged ones.
Oh,
where they,
yeah, Love is Blind?
Love is Blind, or the 30 days or 60 day or
30
90
Day Fiancé or
Thank you.
whatever?
Like
Oh,
that.
90 Day
that
Fiancé.
90 Day
90 Day.
Fiancé.
Yeah.
That's
Lucy and
it.
I watch that all the time.
But
I
the
love
better
all those.
one that
Yeah.
are my people, and I'm like, how does a girl sign up to do this? But I think you have to be as the person who's on the show, and then they go and commentate it afterwards.
Yeah.
Laying in their bed or sitting on their
Oh,
couch.
the Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk's
I
my
know.
favorite.
We talk so much shit
Oh.
when we watch these shows.
Yes.
Like, we should.
We need to watch them together.
like to watch it with you.
Seriously, I that is my happy place.
Me too.
Watching that series
Yeah.
is my happy
Yeah.
place. And Jason's just like, what is actually wrong with you? I'm like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with them?
My favorite thing about watching those shows is watching how into it Lucy gets, and like she yells at the TV,
Oh,
and I'll
yes.
record her watching the shit. It's so funny.
You need to.
Oh God,
Amazing.
It's
Yeah.
funnier to watch your partner watch
Wait.
the reality TV.
Wait, yeah, this is
Yeah.
why we need to watch it together, because all Jason does is shake his head.
Yeah.
He's like, baby.
You get involved, man.
Baby,
you
why?
get involved.
Baby, you don't know them. I do know them.
That's exactly what I say to Lucy.
Oh, dear.
Like, I'll just look at her and she'll be like, "Fuck off." She gets so into it. I get it though. Like, it gets aggressive.
It's real.
It's real. It's
It is
really
real.
real. That 90 day and the boats and hose. What is it? That below deck.
I love that show.
Love that.
Literally couldn't go to sleep last night. I was watching so many Below Decks.
Were you? I know.
So I was like,
the
back to
down
back
under
to
and
back
the
to-
sailing
Oh,
yacht
it's
and everything.
true.
I know.
Below Deck Mediterranean.
I
I
love Captain Sandy.
Oh,
love her.
She's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't get what everybody sees in Gary on what is it? It's Below Deck.
Mediterranean.
Is it Mediterranean?
Isn't he the one
no,
with the man
sailing
bun?
yacht. Sailing, yeah. Isn't it sailing yacht? Because they've got the really easygoing captain, and Daisy is the chief stew.
Yeah.
And Gary is
Yeah,
the, so
no,
it's the
that's Below
sail-
Deck Mediterranean.
Is it? Okay, so yeah.
Don't question me on my
Okay.
Below Deck.
But Gary, how does Gary get so much
I
action?
don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
No, not. Is he? Oh, Lucy's gonna kill me. Is he Australian or English?
He's South African.
Oh, none of the above. Well, there was an option C on there.
That is a
None
thing,
of the
though.
above.
Like
No, I
South
used to be
African
so good.
accents.
I'm blaming my
Yeah.
my aging brain. I used to be annoyed because, again, both my parents are immigrants, so
Yeah.
they both have their own accents.
Yeah, yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, what is wrong with you that you cannot tell an English from an Australian accent?
Yeah.
Ugh,
I know.
And that's the Dutch.
We get
in
into
me.
arguments though about it when we have to watch her programs.
Yes.
And they're
Programs.
programs like her
When
freaking
she's 80.
her Coro Street. And I'm like, can we just turn on some subtitles? And she gets mad because she's like, I spend the whole time reading the fucking show. And I'm like, well, I need to. I don't. And otherwise, I sit there going, what'd they say? What'd they say? What'd they say? Like, what's more annoying?
Absolutely
Read
true.
the show. Feel
Yes.
like you got something accomplished because you just read a book.
No, I support you fully.
Thank you.
Fully and 100%. There must be subtitles.
Like
on.
Wentworth. Have you ever watched Wentworth?
No.
Yeah.
When you put, oh my God, put
Yeah.
the subtitles on that just for like maybe first season till
Yeah.
you get to know them.
Yeah.
But then you don't miss shit. But Wentworth, you should get into that.
Oh,
if
I
you
will.
like Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah.
it's like the
So
dark
much.
version of Orange is the New Black. It's like a way
Okay.
better, more fucked up, twisted version. And it's so good.
It's the Australian version of Chicks in Prison.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never even
Or
heard.
is it New Zealand?
No, it's Australian.
Australian.
And
Okay.
it's so good. But definitely put the
Wentworth.
subtitles on for like the first few
They're-
episodes.
I'm going
at
to be
least.
honest with you. They're always on.
Yeah,
It's
good.
programmed.
I
in.
like that
can't
too
do
because when
it.
you
I find
sesh
it
something, like if
distracting.
you've spent the entire day watching something,
Yeah.
at least you feel like you read a book or something, you know?
Shit.
Yeah.
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm educating my higher self.
You know
With
what?
Sons
You're
of
welcome,
Anarchy.
brain. Everybody else, I'm so sophisticated because I put subtitles on. No.
It's sophisticated.
There's so many shows that look like they'd be so good on Netflix, and then you put it on.
And it's-
as soon
yeah.
as I see a subtitle, I'm like, I'm out.
Oh.
Because I'm just like Lucy. Then I sit there and I just fucking read.
Yeah.
And I don't pay attention to what's going on.
I do agree. You do get sucked into
Yes.
that. Like there's a few like Bank Heist. Did you see that one?
No.
Money Heist.
Money Heist.
That was a
right.
really
Money Heist.
good series,
It was
though.
definitely good,
Worth
but it
the
was kind of
subtitles.
funny because they're talking in Spanish for real, but they've dubbed over English.
Oh yeah, right. It didn't have subtitles.
English
Voices.
speaking voices.
Oh, okay.
But then we still had the subtitles on. Did you? You need to go back and watch it again with
I think I
subtitles.
took the
It's the funniest
subtitles
thing. So they will say, "Give me that can of Coke,"
Yeah.
in their subtitled voice or dubbed in voice. And then the subtitle will say, "May I have a can of cola?" So the writing is not at all what the English speaking dubbed over voice has
Yeah.
said, which is probably not at all what the Spanish speaking voice said. It's quite hilarious.
Yeah. That's a good
There's
series,
no
though.
continuity in that. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Usually dubbed over voices don't,
It's terrible.
They're not cool,
It's
but
true,
that
they're
one was
not.
really
It's like
well
the
done.
Squid Game
And
when they dubbed that shit.
it's
Yeah.
true. I did
Yeah.
watch that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It was kind of
Yeah. It was very different, which is the only reason I probably made it to the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
yeah. I like
The voices and the tones of their voices did not match the
Yeah.
physical characteristics of their characters.
It was very
It's quite
yeah.
funny.
passionate
Yes, it was.
compared to the shit they were saying. Oh,
Do you remember that
Can I
show?
have a can of Coke?
MXP?
yes, MXC.
MXC. Was it C?
Yeah,
And what was that?
MXC, where it was like a game show.
An Asian like obstacle course game
Oh,
show or
no,
something
never
where they
saw
were
that.
outside and in the mud and all kinds of stuff and
Oh.
it would always they would always
big
start
red
out
balls
every
they'd have to
skit
jump
with like a young Asian girl and
Yeah.
she'd be like rah 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 or whatever she would say
Oh.
and shoot her arm up, but then
Yes.
in English it would be like
Let's go, you guys.
I love Ripple Chips or
Yeah.
something.
Yes, that's exactly right. That is exactly. They had an American version of that.
Yes,
Wipeout.
yes, they did. Yes.
Yeah, Wipeout was the American version of that.
It was like,
Yeah.
rah, rah, rah. I love Ripple Chips.
Yeah.
That is exactly correct. As soon as
Yeah.
you said that, I can visualize that. That was funny.
Right, you are Ken. That's what they used to always say to commenters. Yeah.
Yes.
That
We
was a
used to
good
watch
show.
that when we were hung over all the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
gosh.
was like better than golf.
It was a Sunday special, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Christina, it was an absolute pleasure having
Was
you here.
my pleasure to
I
be
hope
here.
you'll come back.
I will anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like my happy place
This
now.
would be awesome co-host material. Right
Yes.
Love
there.
it. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's interview some other noobs.
Love it.
I should have you two on to do mine because I actually have
Yeah.
had a
Yes.
few people start saying to me, when are you going to do your episode?
Actually,
And
yeah.
I've
I'd love
never-
to interview
Amazing.
you.
Yeah.
Ask you
And
some,
we still got to do yours.
do some zingers on you. No, we talked
Yes.
about me
No,
before.
not really.
No.
Yeah, we're good. We talk about me once in a
Stop
while.
it.
Jenny,
it's my
focused.
show and I'll decide.
Okay.
Done. Done.
The BOSS.
Just kidding. It was our show.
No, it's yours 100%. Fuck that.
All right. Thanks again for coming, Jenny. Always
Yeah.
pleasure to have you here.
Glad to be with you back. I'm glad we're off our break.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Glad we're back together.
We were on a break.
On a break. Well, thank you both for giving me a voice. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Obviously.
Thanks for using it and not being boring.
Yeah, it's my
really
pleasure.
Made it a lot
It's really your
easier.
pleasure, but it's my pleasure.
Yeah. We just all pleasured each other. Let's quickly check your bra size and get out of here now.
Snap.
I should get Steve to put in a sound effect.
Yes.
A bra strap.
I know. I was going to go, but that doesn't.
It's not quite right.
Something different.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks again, everybody, and stay hip.